buenos días o tardes, dependiendo en qué hora me estás mirando. Soy Criss
and Israel.
Y estamos aquí en un nuevo episodio de Estas En Familia. Estamos aquí porque habían muchas cosas en nuestra mente que queríamos hablar, pero hoy en especial vamos a hablar de lo que es la comida. Ay, es el love-hate relationship que tú tienes con esos platos típicos de tu país. Y si te gustan, si no te gustan, eso vamos a hablar. Tenemos una invitada especial que vino a acompañarnos en un nuevo episodio. Bienvenida, Nicole. Nicole está aquí y vamos a estar conversando de, como ya dije, de la comida. Como ustedes saben, nosotros somos ecuatorianos y como buenos ecuatorianos tenemos una cuisine muy único a lo que es nuestro pequeño, gigante país. Okay, tenemos costa, sierra, oriente y región insular, y de cada pedacito del país venimos trayendo un plato típico, algo delicioso que comíamos allá, que veníamos a comer acá. Y de eso vamos a tratar en este episodio. Si tú no eres de Ecuador y te gustaría tratar alguno de los platos de los cuales estamos mencionando, please be my guest. Busca un buen restaurante ecuatoriano. Por favor, uno que tenga todas las estrellitas en el Google con buenos reviews, porque después vas a decir, ay, no, es que la Cristina me dijo y this food sucks. Yeah. No, búscate uno bueno. Not
all Ecuadorian food is
made equally.
Yeah.
No recomendamos a ninguno porque we're not being sponsored. Todavía. Pero si nos estás mirando y quieres sponsorship, ya tú sabes, get in touch with us. No, entonces, comida típica, y quizás si vienes de otros países y estás... te identificas con esto de mantener tu cultura. En Estados Unidos tenemos que mantener la cultura de alguna manera y el lenguaje es una de esas maneras. Y tenemos que comer desayuno, almuerzo y merienda. Obviamente mantener la cultura también viene en la forma de lo que está en tu plato todos los días. Empiezo. Cuando nosotros llegamos en los 90s, no había la comida que hay hoy tan readily available.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of choices out there as far as different nationalities that had their own restaurants. I remember when we came, we came into Irvington, which wasn't a place that had multicultural places that you could go to. And even when we moved towards Newark, there wasn't a lot of choices to go.
No ecuatorianos anyways.
No, there was mostly Portuguese food.
That
we had to adapt to.
Mm-hmm. Like my Portuguese friends know I'm 1/5 Portuguese by all the Portuguese food I've eaten in my life. Pero sí, o sea, eso es lo que nosotros teníamos. Nosotros comíamos lo que había en cuestión de quizás comer por fuera. Pero nos estamos adelantando, ¿ok? Nosotros vivíamos con nuestros padres cocinaban lo que había y se mantenían con una dieta estrictamente ecuatoriana. ¿Era el caso lo mismo contigo, Nicole?
Yeah, I mean, cuando llegamos... Mi papá siempre cocinó igual comida, igual comíamos fritada, igual mi abuelita hacía morocho, igual la colada morada, la fanesca, igual, o sea, yo creo que de eso no perdí mucho.
Okay, so
Because of my parents.
¿Tú llegaste en qué año?
Yo llegué en 2008, tenía 9 años.
Ok, so en el 2008 ya había un poquito más de lo que son productos ecuatorianos readily available en los supermercados y eso. Pero nosotros estamos hablando del 93, early 90s, donde lo que había era mucha comida boricua, supongo yo, ¿no? El material.
Mexicano.
Yes, Mexican.
Lo único que había para ser diferente de comida era comida mexicana, eso sí me acuerdo, comida mexicana y creo que puertorriqueña o dominicana, algo así.
Yeah, so en la casa comíamos, tu típico, y yo sé que en Colombia también se hace, yo creo que en Perú también, que tú comes al menos el almuerzo y te dan tu platito de sopa terminas tu plato de sopa y te dan el segundo, saben decir, ¿no? Entonces tu almuerzo típico conlleva de sopa, arroz y un jugo, un licuado, un vaso de Quaker. Entonces, así mismo venimos nosotros aquí. En ese sentido, o sea, no hubo una diferencia de, what are we eating? Comíamos lo mismo, teníamos la sopita, el arroz y algo de tomar. Entonces, habían comidas, como yo digo, cuando nosotros llegamos que no habían comidas típicas que no podíamos nosotros tener acceso a comer. Y cuando hablamos de comidas típicas, ya Nicole mencionó algunas. Tenemos el morocho, tenemos la colada morada, tenemos, ¿qué más dijiste?
Fanesca.
Ok, fanesca es, para los que no saben, es algo que se sirve específicamente durante el Easter time, ¿correct?
Yes.
Ok, durante Easter time, y es una sopa que trae un montón de granos.
Everything in the kitchen sink.
So
Yes.
yeah, I had to actually research that for another one of our episodes. So son 12 granos para simbolizar los 12 discípulos.
There you go. Y el pescado. ¿Qué simboliza el pescado?
Jesus. He's the
there.
fish of life or something.
Or something.
Y el huevo.
De Jesús.
We're going to be shown by the Catholic Church.
Word.
It's like, do your own research. El asunto es que lleva muchas cosas.
But I've never had a fanesca with huevo in it. I'll be completely honest.
Con
No.
huevo. Y la empanadita, que últimamente yo he visto que lo venden con una empanadita chiquitica.
Hold on. Oh, you're right. It does have huevo. Aquí hay una foto. Hold on. I'm going to put it up on the screen. Hold on.
It really trips me out, like how you could accessorize that, and like why do you put maduro in there?
No, I've never eaten any fanesca that ever even looked remotely close to this.
No, that actually looks good. Is that a piece of cheese?
That is a piece of cheese.
And peppers.
Bueno.
And aguacate.
Okay.
I don't think an Ecuadorian made this.
Yeah, I don't think so.
It's probably
It's
Gordon.
yeah.
Gordon Ramsay.
Fine cuisine at its best.
Hold on, this one looks
Yeah.
more like it. Hold on, here. You have to see the fish poking out.
Sí, eso es
Yeah.
más. Eso tiene el pescado, tiene el huevo y...
This is like
mucho-
an Ecuadorian like ramen type thing. It's like a soup just mixed with everything.
Yeah,
Yes,
I could
let's
agree.
call it that.
I could agree.
So, cuando tú haces algo donde pones muchas cosas, dicen, hiciste fanesca. Pero la fanesca es un plato típico que se come durante Easter time y es típico del Ecuador. O sea, yo no he visto en ningún otro país que tienen este dish, ¿no? Incluso como hay diferentes países que tienen el dish pero le dicen de otra manera, I've never seen it en ningún otro lado. So, eso se hace en Easter. La colada morada con las guaguas de pan se hace en noviembre, que igual es una celebración que se une a lo católico religioso, que se hace para celebrar el Día de los Difuntos. Y de ahí en más, dependiendo de qué parte del Ecuador vienes, tienes tu encebollado. Come on, help me out. ¿Qué más?
I have a picture of the colada morada if you want to take a look.
Ok, a ver. Yes, típico. Colada morada y
That's
la guagua
similar
de pan.
to what Peruvians call mazamorra.
No, pero la
No.
mazamorra de ellos is like really thick. Like this is drinkable. You can like
You don't
the
need a
mazamorra
spoon.
you have to eat with a spoon because it's like hardy.
Hold on, I'm
Um,
trying to see mazamorra. Yeah, here it goes. This is what it looks like.
You see,
It's like a pudding almost.
yes, like that cinnamon stick is like standing. That's not moving.
Yeah, morocho is another one.
Guatita.
Guatita. That's a big
Guatita,
one.
yes. So, todas estas cosas. Guatita sí había. Eso sí me acuerdo que mi mamá cocinaba eso mientras estábamos growing up. Pero de ahí en más empiezas a adentrarte en cosas más típicas, autóctonas del país, ¿no?
Adventurous.
No ni tanto adventurous, pero...
Wild.
Cuy. Cuy. Señor productor, por favor, un cuy.
Hold on. Oh, look, first picture that popped up. Oh, sorry, first picture that popped up. And this is why, I've gotten clowned on for this a lot. This.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are cuyes,
And then here's
which
another one.
which is a guinea pig. Mm-hmm. And yes, we do eat those in Ecuador.
Because this definitely looks appetizing.
Keep in mind that they're cooked over hot coals, so that's why they look the way they do.
Yes. So we get dogged a lot because of that. Because it's like, hey, you eat your pet, whatever. Listen. It is what it is. Chickens are meant to be kept as pets for some other people también. Y también se come. Cuyes también. Y cuyes definitivamente no se hallaba aquí en Estados Unidos por nada. Porque ahí sí que no había, ¿no? Cuyes, yaguar locro, que es una comida bastante típica. Y para eso sí, hasta el día de hoy, no creo que alguien, a menos de que vaya a los lugares estos donde compras el animal entero y lo sacrifican, no creo que yo he comido un yaguar locro de por completo, ¿no?
Wait, what's a yaguar locro? I spelled it phonetically and I found the right one, but I never had that.
What?
No. Never had that?
No, here. That's what it comes up.
The one in the corner is what we're looking at.
This one?
No, all the way in the corner in the top, on the top.
Top left. There you go.
That's the one. So
it's a soup, obviously. It's a soup that has a lot of internals of the.
He gave the Walter Mercado
word internals for you in a plate.
Okay.
Eso tiene
internal organs of the cow?
Sheep.
Of the sheep.
Of a sheep.
Sheep.
Okay. I gotta talk to my parents about this.
Y lo que ustedes vieron de un color diferente. I can't believe que no te andaba de comer yaguar locro tú.
No.
Te dieron y no te dijeron qué era.
I mean, it probably wasn't presented like this. Because this looks like the crunchy parts of fritada. Like, hold on, I'm gonna go back.
Right.
Like this.
No, that's blood.
That's blood.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It looks like the crunchy parts of pork. Like the stuff that sticks to the pot.
Yeah,
that's what that looks like.
Yeah, but it's
blood.
Huh.
We want to suck your blood.
Yeah, no, I haven't had that.
You know, like how they have like blood sausages. It's just it's
like
pretty much that, but
without the casing. Yeah.
Yes.
That's
so
fun.
También plato típico, pero no se come en una season específica como la fanesca o como la colada morada, pero sí debes tener todos los ingredientes para cocinarlo, y si no tienes los ingredientes pues ya se hace más difícil. Y es un sinnúmero de platos específicamente ecuatorianos. Como tú tendrás tus propios platos típicos de tu país, y si les tratas de explicar a unas personas, se quedan viendo así como, ¿what? ¿Tú comes eso? ¿Y cómo? O sea, pero es parte de mantener nuestra cultura viva, ¿no? Entonces, empezamos. Vamos a hablar un poquito. ¿Qué comidas que tú te acuerdas? Porque tú viniste a los 9 años, tú a los 7. ¿Qué comidas no había aquí que extrañabas? Que you're like, man, I wish I could get my hands on this.
I think for me, I was still young when I came here, so I didn't really know about the different taste of food. So I was very picky as to what I liked to eat. But one of the things I really remember was, what the hell is this called? The fish that they used to have in El Mercado.
Fish?
Yeah.
Oh,
La corvina. La corvina. It used to be like fried fish, and they used to put like a whole bunch of lemon on it. It used to be so good, like with fried potatoes.
Fried potatoes. But like not French fries. Una papa completa. Frita. It was banking.
It was good for somebody that was young, but probably somebody in their 40s, it was probably a heart attack waiting to happen.
So it was the whole fish cooked?
No. La corvina es enorme. Solo like filetes. Pedazos. Like you could see the bones and stuff. But that was good.
It was an easy fish to eat.
I'm trying to look it up. Corvina con papas. Sorry, I'm
y mientras tú buscas eso, Lu, Nicole, ¿qué extrañabas tú?
Creo que la facilidad de solo salir y comprar las papitas fritas, o mi papá siempre nos llevaba a comer mollejas, like down the street, like And it was so close. Everything was so close. Then we got here, like, oh, what's something close? Wendy's. Like, not the same. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So mollejitas asadas.
Mollejitas, no fritas, también.
Mm.
It was just a mixture of everything. I was young too.
What's a molleja?
The gizzards.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm learning about this as
we go along. You're learning.
Trying to Google everything.
No, I really am.
Why is my family so weird?
No, it's because people would just feed it to me, and I can probably like see what it is. I just don't know the name to it.
Oh.
Yeah, just like there's that potato-looking thing that they make salads out of over there. Your mom's made it before.
Potato.
Yeah, so Peruvians call them oyucos, and we call them mejocos. I didn't know.
Mejocos.
Yeah, I didn't know that was the name of it until much later. I was like maybe 3 or 4 years ago that I learned what they were called. So that's what I'm saying. It's like I could probably recognize it. I just don't know the names of it.
Okay.
I'm a gringo.
You are a gringo. It sounds like that must be that second generation situation. Yo, para mí, quizás lo que yo más extrañaba, I don't know, de comida, quizás lo que vendía mi abuelita en el mercado, que eran tripitas de cerdo, con papitas, con mote, eso, o sea, porque, o sea, de cómo vas a, incluso aquí hasta ahora, again, unless you go and you buy the animal and you have it sacrificed, you are not able to obtain all the things that you need to make those certain specific dishes. No hay chance, no hay manera.
So I was listening to, I can't remember where or what specifically thing I was listening to, but it just got stuck in my head that certain dishes are getting lost because of time, because people are not making them anymore, and they're losing the recipes. They don't know how to cook them. And I think some of the things we grew up with are kind of those particular things that sooner or later, maybe when our kids get bigger, they're going to be like, Mom, what is that, you know? And it's like one of the things that our specific country or culture does when it comes to food is like we don't waste much when it comes from the animal. So
yes,
we tend, well, I'm not saying we because I'm very picky. Very picky as to what I eat. So if it's not really meat, I'm not going to eat it, but I will venture into having some different things. So my parents actually grew up with eating all the inners of the animals. And I say inners because I don't really know what the inners are, but they cook it. But things like that, I think it's going to get to a point where people are not going to know how to cook them.
How to make them, yes.
Unless you, like, go to that specific place. But coming over here is just, like, one of those things that's going to be forgotten.
Yeah. Yeah, here in the States, absolutely, because, you know, we cannot find all the ingredients here in the States, number one. Number two is, like, if people are not consistently eating it, why are you making it?
That's true. I think there's a market for everything.
Yeah. And then number three is like if you are not teaching the younger generations that this is even a thing, not even that you here, toma, aquí está un plato, come, sino, you know, just talking about it, just maintaining that, oh, cuando yo era chiquita yo comía, oh, mi mamá hacía, like even as a cuento. To maintain it, like, so even if your kids run into somebody that says, oh, vamos a comer yaguar locro, they're like, oh, I remember mi mamá sabía hablar de eso, pero nunca sabíamos dónde había.
That's true.
Yo quiero probar, ¿me entiendes? Pero si es que Mr. Gringo Man over here is like, I don't know que es yaguar locro.
No. I've probably eaten it. I just don't know the name. Because my dad is big on that. He's the one that used to feed us, what's it called? Machica, morocho, guac, all that stuff. Like, I've eaten it. I just don't know the name.
But that's just, like, pretty standard. Like, once you get into the inners, then you start, like, going
you start forgetting the names.
Then you start going into the adventurous wild side of things you don't know what you're eating.
So
yeah, I think another reason why a lot of these dishes are also getting lost to time is because of how much like prep it takes to make them.
Yeah, it's the time.
Yeah, like fanesca at some point, like the Ecuadorians here, unless it's being brought from over there, it's not gonna get remade here.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
just
think
too
I'm gonna make it.
Yeah.
Well, me, because I don't like it. And even my grandma, she'll even separate a fanesca for, well, I don't know for me, only for me, but she'll separate a little bit without fish because I don't eat seafood like that. But I'm thinking about it. I'm like, damn, am I really going to make fanesca for my kids? What if they don't like it? Like, I'll take them to grandma's or to my mom's to have them exposed to it. But I don't know if I'll keep making it. I'll make colada morada, though.
Yeah, but see, that's what I was going to ask too. So it's like, you like tamales, right?
Yeah.
Have you like ever made a tamal?
No.
You know how much work goes into making a tamal?
Oh my God, that's
we have a story to
very
tell.
time consuming.
We have a story to tell. So my mom has made tamales repeatedly over the years
A lot of credit to the women that know how to do that.
and do it right. So I said, how hard can it be? O sea, yo le ayudaba a mi mamá a hacer los tamales. O sea, yo le he visto todo el proceso. Esto no es difícil. Esto es una cosa de que lo que no sabemos se puede buscar en YouTube. Whatever. We can do it.
How hard is it? It's just like playing like Play-Doh.
Yes, we can do it. We can do it. I have seen my mother do it 1,000 times. Me pongo a hacer, el condumio salió delicioso, se olía la casa. I was like, it smells like mom is here. I could do this. I couldn't do it, guys. That is the infamous day that Cristina made bloques at home. They were
You could have literally stacked them up.
They were so hard. Duros. And I was like, maybe they just need to boil a little longer. Maybe y era todo por like, I know how to do this. I'm not going to call my mom. I'm not going to, because this is, I've seen her.
Yeah,
You know, like
stubborn.
So
Stubborn.
if there was a fourth pick, he could have probably built his house with it.
Era una óyeme, fue triste. O sea, fue una cosa de, el condumio estaba delicioso. O sea, can we break away at the break y me como el condumio? Porque era lo único bueno
There's
del
like a
tamal.
surprise in there.
But since then, have you made it again?
I refuse, I'm afraid. I actually, so como se unen las costumbres aquí en Estados Unidos, los mexicanos son muy del el 6 de enero se parte la rosca, el que tiene el niñito tiene que hacer tamales. Guess what? Me tocó hacer tamales. And everybody joked, que es like, oh my God, la Cristina va a hacer tamales de nuevo. You kidding me? Y mi hermana, que es un amor, la amo, dice, no importa, traemos el Pepto Bismol. Y yo,
See, that's another tradition I never understood. The roscas? We've never done that.
no, porque es algo mexicano.
Oh, okay.
Es algo
I thought
mexicano.
that was like an
no,
Hispanic thing.
no, es algo estrictamente mexicano. Que
So-
ya aquí todo se...
So I
Se
think,
va
yeah,
mezclando.
like what she mentions, growing up in the United States is like you pick up like different traditions that your own culture has not had. Like Thanksgiving, we've never had Thanksgiving, but we just assimilate and we like pick it up and we're like, all right, we're eating turkey too, I guess.
You don't eat turkey, though.
I don't eat
He's
turkey.
picky.
Wait, why don't you eat turkey?
I don't know. I don't like the taste.
The taste or how dry it is? Like the texture?
Both. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll eat a turkey sandwich, but I can't eat the whole turkey.
Well, you can eat the whole turkey.
Well, you know what I mean. I'm not gonna be walking around Disney World eating a turkey leg.
Well, now that you brought the topic of Thanksgiving up, since you guys assimilated in that sense, what kind of foods do you guys eat
In Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Pernil.
What else?
¿Qué comes tú en Thanksgiving?
We have the turkey, but we also have like pernil, my dad, ham.
Do you guys make ham?
Last Thanksgiving we had ham, and the year before that we also had ham.
So you keep it more American traditional?
Yeah, well, we never did Thanksgiving in Ecuador, so I don't. We ate turkey in Christmas.
Navidad.
Yeah, eso es probably.
So you really do an American Thanksgiving? That's weird.
Okay, we're gonna eat cuy.
What do we do besides the pernil?
No sé, un sequito de pollo, no sé qué.
That was una Thanksgiving que tú hiciste ceviche peruano.
Yeah, I keep it different.
We have like mote. We are weird.
We pick up different things. We even did that thing with the fasting.
Yes.
But
No,
that was
that's lack of food.
that was for another reason,
That
but
was for
still.
another reason. Sí, tratamos de hacer las cosas un poquito diferentes. Pero bueno, sabemos de las comidas que nosotros nos gustan. Nosotros tratamos de mantener aquí en Estados Unidos. Aside from all these fancy dishes que no se comen todos los días, chicos, no piensen que nosotros comemos fanesca todos los días, que comemos sangre todos los días, los innards todos los días. Eso no es de todos los días. Es una cosa más normal así de sopa de lenteja.
Sopa de fideo.
More times than not.
That's the go-to.
Yes. Si eres machona, como decía la abuelita, si no sabes cocinar una sopa de fideo, estás mal. ¿Qué más, Nicole? ¿Qué son unos platos que se repiten bastante en tu casa? Así como, sí.
Mi dad siempre cocina fritada. Pero así ecuatorianos.
No, sí, de que, like I come to visit you on a random día de la semana. What would be un plato en la mesa?
It has to have
Arroz,
rice, though. Yeah.
Carne.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we have rice for breakfast.
For breakfast?
Mostly my dad. He'll have a meal, and then I'll just eat whatever my dad makes.
And you know, like some people out there, they're gonna be like, rice for breakfast. They're gonna be looking at you like you're crazy. But for us, it's normal.
Yeah.
Like, for healthy reasons, I've like stopped eating rice for breakfast. But but whenever I can, I'll eat some rice.
Yeah, no, my dad says like he wants comida de verdad, and that's all. Comida de verdad is like rice with the meat and then salad, like a real meal. Like if we were to give him like a burger, like that's not a meal.
That's not a meal.
That's like a snack.
That's not a meal, though. Like,
But in here, it is a meal.
Yeah, that's
And
what they
here-
give kids at school. For
Yeah,
lunch.
like in America, I feel like the kids will be like, oh yeah, this is what I had for lunch. But for us, that's not a meal.
I mean, it's...
Es un sanduchito.
Ya, no, pero para ir comer en la casa, no. Yo digo, y también las ideas erróneas que tenemos así de, se va a Estados Unidos y hamburguesas, ¿no? Pero aquí tienes la gama de cosas que escoger que, like a burger is not necessarily the one, like if I'm hungry, yo quiero comer por fuera y no creo que me iría a ver unas hamburguesas. I don't know.
So I actually saw this video online that said Jersey is the worst place to live in because of the taxes and how much you have to pay everywhere. But it is the best place in the world to have multicultural food. They said that they have the best food from different countries here in Jersey. So you can't go anywhere else in the United States and have that experience. And I'm like, you know what? I think they're right, because over here you have a lot of choices. Even if you don't want to have certain Hispanic food, you have pizzas, you have Chinese, you have I don't know, Hispanic food.
De otros países.
Yeah.
Okay, so teniendo en cuenta lo que hablábamos antes de que en el Ecuador se comía la sopa y el arroz, es bastante para un adulto. Nosotros que venimos de niños, ¿alguna vez viste un problema con eso de portion control o las porciones eran tan grandes que no avanzabas a comer las dos cosas y había algún problema con qué pasa cuando no acabas lo que está en tu plato? ¿Qué pasaba cuando eras niño y versus qué pasa ahora?
I think we need to rewind a little bit and talk a little bit about our specific experiences as Ecuadorian. Growing up, when we had this thing where our parents said, you guys are not leaving this table until you finish whatever's in that plate. I don't want to see a speck of rice. I don't want to see nothing that falls off your plate. And growing up,
move up to the mic.
Growing up, it was like that. And I think that's why most of us were overweight when we got into our early teens. And I think we just needed to adjust. Like now, I think we assimilated to a different eating habit. And now, like even for my kids, I tell them like, oh, you have to eat. But now I think that they're just picky. Like I'm not pushing them to eat the same.
Picky like their father.
No, but it's to the point where like for us, it was like two type of dishes where you had to eat them. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm asking you just to eat one, man, just one, and it's just like I'm feeding them poison. It's just so hard.
Yeah, oh well, the kids eat.
Maybe your parents saw you like that when you were younger.
No, but I had to eat 2 plates. Versus my kids, I only push them to eat one, and it's just like so aggravating.
Tú estabas diciendo algo, Nicole, decías, en el Ecuador, te daban igual la sopa y el arroz.
Mm-hmm.
Pero,
Yeah, the food, I don't know, the food tastes different when you're in another country. It doesn't, I don't know I can eat more in Ecuador, or I guess I recently went to Colombia. I could eat more in Colombia than I could here. Here, I always I always have leftovers all the time. Like, I don't remember a time where I went to a restaurant and I finished my plate. I always just take it to go, and that's fine. But before, it was very like, if you don't finish your plate, it is maleducada. That's like you have to be
Yes.
respectful and finish the
Yes,
plate.
that's a big part of the culture. Like you not finishing your plate is you not showing respect to the person that
to the
gave
person
it
who
to you.
cooked it. Yeah.
I think that's one of the big things that they taught us when we were, growing up. Like that old mentality, like you have to show them respect, you have to eat everything on your plate. But I guess now it's like we don't really instill that into our kids. And it's a little weird,
I try to, but I also have made their portions a lot smaller.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not going to, and my husband will disagree with this, but I really don't give them like la porción de un adulto, ¿no? Sería la porción que yo sé que mi hijo o mi hija puede y debe comer. So, si yo te estoy dando poquito, no me vengas con el viento fresco de que ya no avanzo. No te di mucho para que no avances, unless you ate something prior. Then that creates another problem, which is like no snacks before dinner. So that creates a whole big other thing. Y otra de las cosas que yo veo ahora es que ellos no les gusta comer ciertos dishes. Como yo hago arroz con guatita, me piden seconds. Pero si hago cualquier seco de carne, seco de pollo, me pelean. No les gusta. No es una cuestión de que no avanzan. They're choosing not to eat it. Y a eso es diferente.
Well, did you make it with love? Because that's the main ingredient that makes everything taste good.
They don't like anything wet on their rice.
No?
No.
Same. I like my shit dry.
I agree. I don't like soupy things.
Pero no les hago soupy. I mean, no le estoy llenando de caldo el arroz, pero tiene que remojar, pues si no te vas a atorar en el arroz.
No, for that I eat soup.
Unless it's something really
It's already gonna be in
dry.
your stomach.
No, it has to be dry.
Unless it's something really dry, then I'll be like, all right, it makes sense.
A Popeye's biscuit with a little bit of caldo. So you can go easy.
Ay. Bueno, entonces volvemos, ¿no? Entonces vivimos aquí en Estados Unidos, estamos aprendiendo a comer diferentes cosas. Una de las experiencias que yo les he contado a mis estudiantes es, yo llegué a los 10 años y yo no creo que comí fast food, sino hasta los 15.
So where were you when you had your first burger?
Okay.
I wish I had like a track, like a sad track.
Do, do, do.
I mean, I'll add it in post, so.
El asunto es eso, es que
For $1 a day, you could feed a Hispanic kid a burger that their parents refuse to buy.
hay comida en la casa. No,
I had my first burger from McDonald's when I was, I think, like 15.
también.
Mm-hmm.
That was the rite of passage. ¿Y tú?
I don't remember it. I don't know. In Ecuador McDonald's was like I guess, a luxury.
Yes.
It was like you didn't
Yes.
just go to McDonald's for like whatever reason. It was like a good day. I think I remember first day of school, McDonald's set, the year to start out the year good. But
Pero en el
here it's-
Ecuador.
En el Ecuador, sí.
Oh, so tú ya...
Oh,
Uy,
I got money.
I guess we did, man. I was living the life. But yeah,
Wow,
que-
sí,
we
porque-
don't, even still, we don't buy a lot of fast food. If I buy fast food, it's because I'm out with friends.
If we were lucky, we got una salchipapa.
Yes. That was our go-to situation back home. It was like, salchipapa. Y te daban en la fundita y al
Fundita
final
amarilla.
le dabas la vuelta y te chupabas toda la funda.
I don't know how people didn't look at us all weird, like walking around the street licking the bag.
Because everybody
everyone
knew
was
they
doing
did
it.
Yes. It's like licking the yellow bag, just licking it away. So aquí en los Estados Unidos sí tomó bastante tiempo para nosotros being introduced to fast food, y that was another thing. It was like, oh, los compañeros de colegio is like, oh, vámonos a comer. Number one, you don't have pocket change like that to just walk down the street to grab some fast food. But then again, fast food y llegar ahí al esto, ¿no? Y ver el menú. Es like, ¿qué se ordena? Porque es like, if you've never done it, and you're like, you don't want to look like an ass, so I like...
Deme un dos. Deme un dos con extra fries.
Porque, sí es raro, o pararte atrás de alguien y ver qué están ordenando para ver. O si no, el típico, yo fui con mi amigo y dice, ¿qué vas a comer tú? Yo voy a pedir tal cosa. Pide dos. Yo como lo mismo que vos. Porque no era algo típico para nosotros, y después así de, esto pediste, ya me tocó comer, porque, no era algo, and it sounds stupid because it's like, pero ahí tiene la foto y todo, pero igual, no, when you have not been exposed to it.
I think growing up like first generation Hispanic, you don't have that luxury that your parents give you money and they're like, all right, here you go, do what you want with it.
Es que el allowance.
Yeah, you didn't have that luxury. So when you did have that extra money, you'd be like, what the hell am I gonna do with it? I remember one time, like I used to walk down from my high school, and there was a food truck, and my friend was like, yo, let's get something to eat. We're like, okay, I don't know what to pick. And then he's like, oh, you can't go wrong with a bacon and egg. And I'm like, okay, let me get a bacon and egg. And I stayed eating a bacon and egg for like a whole week because I was like, I've never had this before.
Cuando yo también, cuando íbamos caminando a coger el bus, había el hot dog truck en Brody Market en Newark, so kind of like Elizabeth Avenue en Elizabeth. Y había el señor que vendía los hot dogs ahí. Oye, esos hot dogs habrán estado nadando en esa agua azul. Eso se veía ya like dark color el agua. Y para mí, como dice él, you had money. Y yo like, ¿qué vas a comer? Y yo me iba y me pedía el hot dog que valía $2 en ese entonces, me acuerdo. $2 por el hot dog. Y like, mustard. Y yo veía, ¿no? ¿Qué están pidiendo? Mustard y ketchup. Y me dice, you want relish? Y yo, yes. They messed up my thing. I was like, ¿esto ha sido relish? No, quiero. Scraping my hot dog para comerme el resto.
I did that too once when they asked me like, oh, you want relish on your hot dog? I'm like, what the hell is a relish? I said yes. Oh my god, that tastes so disgusting.
Wait, are you mixing up relish with sauerkraut? Is that what it is?
No, relish
it?
is green.
No, relish is green.
Oh,
Sauerkraut es la
like
col.
La col. Yeah.
Oh, that's what it is?
Sauerkraut
The-
es col cocinada, es así, insípida, feo. No,
It was, I don't know, maybe I am, but was it green? No, it was kind of clear.
no,
yeah,
entonces
that's
She got sauerkraut.
Sauerkraut.
Oh, sauerkraut. Okay, then I tried that. That was disgusting.
that was that.
Then I guess I still don't know what it is.
Yeah. Otra de las cosas como las reglas de la convivencia y comida, ¿no? En la universidad yo me acuerdo que tenía una compañera y dice, y es el student en la universidad, ¿no? Y me viene y estábamos conversando y dice, ni sabes, dice, me voy con mi enamorado a comer y tenían chips en salsa o whatever. Y ella dice, va a coger la chip y la meto en el esto, y mi novio se acerca, a decirme en el oído, me dice, Sarela, no double dipping. Dice, no, ¿qué es double dipping? Dice, Sarela, no double dipping. Dice, y me lo dijo varias veces, y yo, dice, no quería, make a fool out of myself, de preguntar, what's double dipping, en frente de todas las personas. Dice, después ya todos comían y decían, Sarela, come. No, ya estoy llena. No, ya estoy llena. Dice, ¿tú sabes lo que ha sido double dipping? Dice, mete la tortilla 2 veces. Era de que me diga, no mete la tortilla 2 veces. Dice, estaba yo toda la noche con hambre, porque yo no sabía que era double dipping. El no saber te hace hacer cosas estúpidas. Y con la comida ha sido cada cosa.
Yeah, I think it's because you don't know. Porque yo me acuerdo, I don't know if it was en Harrison o en LV, yo me acuerdo yendo a la línea de lunch y siempre ordenar lo que el muchacho o la muchacha enfrente mío decía. Si ellos decían something, but maybe that was more of an English barrier too. Because I wasn't sure what things were, what names of the lunches were. So I just said whatever the person in front of me said.
Okay.
And that's how I figured out what I liked.
It's like, no voy a pedir esto de nuevo.
Yeah, never.
No, y hablando de comida ahora en la escuela, ¿no? Yo creo que perdí de peso cuando llegamos acá porque yo no comía nada, ¿no? Me daba ira. Hot dogs creo que era lo único que, como que pues, tú veías la salchicha y era un pan, entonces, bacán.
Can't go wrong with it.
Can't go wrong. Pero de ahí, o sea, yo veía tantas cosas y yo, ¿qué será eso? Y como no sabía hablar inglés, sí, no atinas a lo que quieres comer. Y ahí sí te toca llegar y hay comida en la casa y te toca comer todo lo que hay en la casa, ¿no? Entonces, esa es otra de las cosas.
So I think that when we were in our own countries, this whole thing of having a lunch provided to you was not something normal. It's like pretty much your parents gave you money and you would buy whatever you wanted at the school. Mm-hmm. And when we came over here to the United States, it was something completely different, that you didn't have that option. You were forced to eat whatever they had on the line.
Because it was free.
Because it was free.
Thankfully, that was not another added. And that for that, I'm thankful to that opportunity that people don't have to go hungry. They come to school. Si tú llenas tus papeles, te dan el almuerzo gratis. Pero
it's hard to get used to American food. Because,
yes.
You're used to having that comfort from home of the things that you know. But coming into the schools, you're like, okay, what is this? One of the things that really shocked me was going to school and getting a sloppy Joe. And I'm looking at it and it was like, this looks like something you would give to a dog or something. It was just ground up meat. And I'm like, how am I supposed to eat a sloppy Joe? Besides a spoon, is this a soup?
It's very sloppy.
Yeah, it's very sloppy. I didn't know what to do with that thing.
Yo ya estaba, pero como en 8th grade, so ya sabía suficiente inglés. Y a mí me dieron lo que después en el McDonald's decían un McRib, que es como rib meat.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
I love those.
Ew.
A mí me encantaban.
My wife loves those things, but I just don't trust things that come in a shape that is not supposed to come in.
Yeah,
it's kind of like meatloaf. That's another one.
Yeah, no, I don't like meatloaf.
I love meatloaf.
Y hay cosas que aquí, viviendo en Estados Unidos, hay cosas que no me acostumbro a comer. Yo no sé si te pasa, Nicole. Si tú dices que ya comen jamón en Thanksgiving y todo este tipo de cosas, tratas de asimilar a tu diario vivir, ¿no? Y tú que estás casada con un muchacho colombiano, debes asimilar más todavía lo que está la cultura de él también. Pero ya hasta ahora, yo creo que hace 2 años, durante el COVID, él hizo mac and cheese. Y así back to, you have to eat it because out of respect. Pero a mí nunca me ha gustado el mac and cheese. Yo veo mac and cheese and you're like...
Yeah, mac and cheese for me no es comida de verdad.
That's because you haven't had good mac and cheese.
Maybe
I didn't have
haven't.
mac and cheese until I was 20 or 21 because I refused to eat it. And then when you are starving and you're on your own and you have nothing to eat, you know, that humbles you. And you look at that mac and cheese like, all right, mac and cheese, it's just you and me today.
Wait, but why did you refuse to eat it?
I'm not a fan of cheesy things.
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was something else. I thought it was because you were protesting.
Protesting what?
I don't know.
Macaroni? Macaroni ain't
Down
do
with
nothing.
down with the macaroni.
Macaroni ain't never do nothing to me.
No.
I wanted
No,
to
a
bring
mí
up
también.
something that Cristi brought up a couple episodes ago when you were talking about TV.
Mm-hmm.
Do you was like that so you talked about Sábado Gigante, and it's one of my fondest memories as a kid. Dinner time for you guys, was it everybody at the table, or was it, and was the TV part of that as well?
Oh, the TV was part of it.
But it was also us sitting together.
Do you think that's lost now?
Yes.
Yes.
At least for me. It used to be always, or my parents used to make it so we're all in the table. But then everyone like grows up and has different schedules, different school schedules, different work schedules. So it's like impossible now to have everyone sit at the table. It sucks. And just maybe it was maybe a month ago where my mom, my dad, my younger brother, and me finally sat at a table together. And my dad was like, wow, this is the first time that we've sat together since like I don't know how long. And I'm like, damn, you're right.
Yeah. Yeah, it does suck, especially when you have different horarios de trabajo.
Yeah.
Porque no es algo que estás haciendo by choice.
Yeah.
Es algo que es like forced upon you. Pero cuando estábamos en la adolescencia, quiero decir yo, no en la niñez. En la adolescencia sí había que nos sentábamos a comer juntos, pero la televisión estaba prendida. La televisión, nosotros veíamos novelas mientras comíamos.
Back when novelas were actually good.
Yes. Cuando el plot era siempre el mismo. Niña pobre se vuelve rica, se enamora del rico y
We'd be sitting at
casa.
the dinner table, having our meal, watching Luz Clarita.
Oh my God.
Was it like that in Ecuador too? Like everybody got together at the table to eat?
Pero sin la tele.
Sin la tele.
Yes, that was absolutely 100% correct.
So do you think our relationship with food, especially, is like more of a cultural type thing? Because it's practiced so much over there, but then here it kind of just starts to dissipate? Like the food is like a central thing to like the family.
I think it's always been that way, but over here it's just the work schedules. Everybody is busy doing something.
Mm-hmm.
The hustle, the American dream, the American lifestyle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aquí uno se ocupa. Mi prima vino de Ecuador and she was like, oh my God, aquí cuando estoy aquí, el tiempo me pasa rapidísimo compared when she's in Ecuador.
That's true though.
Yeah.
El tiempo
I think
like
that's
lingers.
because everybody is on a certain time frame. Like everybody has like a 9 to 5 type of job. Everybody gets off. Like most of the people have off on the weekends, and they could enjoy with their family. They were like, okay, vamos de paseo, or let's go visit the grandma in the next city or something. You could actually like plan to do that. Over here, no. Like people work on the weekends. Like if you don't work, you're not eating.
Yeah.
Type of situation.
Y con eso es como dices, el corre. O sea, yo me levanto, hago el desayuno para mis hijos, corro al trabajo. Hice el trabajo, se acaba el trabajo, corro a recoger a mi hija, voy a la casa, cocino, ayudo a hacer los deberes, estamos por ahí mataperreando 1 hora más, 2, y ya suena la alarma de, ok, hay que lavarse los dientes, ok, ya vamos a... That's it, se acabó el día.
Yep.
Sí se va el día volando. Y en ese día que se va volando, a veces es más rápido cocinar una comida americana que sentarse y hacer un intricate Ecuadorian dish, because Ecuadorian dishes take time. I make it my job to maintain some of my Ecuadorian dishes going. Los que son más fáciles. Ponte una papa con cuero, una papa con librillo, que es fácil de hacer. Una guatita que es fácil de hacer, pero ya los platos que son más intricate, there's no way, con todo lo que tiene que pasar en el día a día, como tú dices, I don't think that I'll be making it, porque es demasiado, y como dice Israel, se van a ir perdiendo las costumbres de poco a poco.
Yep.
Bueno, señores, estamos llegando al final de este episodio que hemos hablado de comidas. Entre todo eso, algo que no hemos tocado y quizás se puede extender más en otro episodio, es la comida orgánica, que en nuestros países, y tú lo sabes, que en nuestros países la comida es orgánica sin tener el label de organic, porque nosotros tenemos todas las cositas bien criaditas, versus la comida procesada que se ingiere aquí en Estados Unidos, específicamente en las escuelas públicas, donde you do not have a choice, especially if your lunch is for free. Esa es una de las razones, como dice Israel, que el sobrepeso existe por motivos de salud. Por favor, mantengan portion control. Sabemos que venimos de una era en las cuales tienes que comerte todo en tu plato, pero tratemos de hacer healthy, conscious decisions para nuestros hijos. Quizás tú creciste con eso, pero no tiene que seguir así. Trata de menorar las porciones, trata de ser un poquito más open mind con lo que tus hijos comen. Sí hay para que les lleves al McDonald's. Llévales al McDonald's. Pero no dejes de hacer las comidas ricas de tu país, porque eso incluye mantener nuestra identidad del país del que vengas, estés donde estés. Recuerda que aquí estás en familia. Me despido, soy Cristina.
And Israel. And don't forget, we family now.
Peace out. Burger. De todos los fast food joints, I think Wendy's is the only one for me that I like enjoy. I don't like any other fast foods.
They're kind of sweet and salty at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's the only thing.
Talking about like Popeye's biscuit?
Yeah.
Is it sweet and salty?
What foods did you miss the most when you came? What are...
There's a joke. It's like if you want to kill somebody, give them like Popeye's biscuit with no water.
What are the foods?
So we joke around in our family, right? That when one time we went on a trip, on a class trip, right?
Oh my God, yes.
And my class trip. And my teacher used to be my aunt at the time because she's a teacher.
En el Ecuador.
So we went on a class trip, and it was like on like a nature hike type of thing. I don't even know where we went. All I remember was walking a lot, and there was nature. Anyway, we sat down to eat, and everybody on the class, they brought their own like little lunch, and I looked around, and we were just sitting around on the grass having our lunch, and everybody had like some nice extravagant lunch that their parents made. Like French fries and like arroz con carne and everything. I opened up my thing. I looked inside and I was like, really, Mom? Really? She sent me una pata de puerco. And I'm looking around like all the kids and I'm like, really, Mom?